Major General Anuj Mathur joins me live on the broadcast. Appreciate you joining me this morning. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us on the broadcast. Now, what the country was awaiting is a strong retaliation. And of course, we are hopeful and we are, in fact, on our right path to give the retaliation and serve justice to all these victims. This is one of the deadliest attacks, and in the view of once what we have decided to learn from the mistakes, we have finally come down to terms of suspension of the Indus Water Treaty. How do you, in fact, look forward to the critical decisions that India is likely to take in the coming days as far as teaching Pakistan a lesson is concerned?
Thank you very much. One, I would like to tell you that there is a system, and the response to this has to be graduated. Well, I say graduated response. That means we will keep unfolding one action after the other, and eventually it may end into a kinetic offensive or kinetic attack, utilization of armed forces into the Pakistan territory. So the point is, we have already put the treaty in abeyance. That means we are now free to utilize water much more than what was authorized to us. Now, it is not very difficult, Simran, to divert water, and it's not very difficult. The desilting has, I believe, commenced already. So eventually, and desilting, there was the treaty was that the desilting will take place only in the monsoon season, so that the people are not deprived of water. Now, if it is done in this peak harvesting season and also peak summer, so it is going to impact them very harshly. If we are able to put it in the right way. Now, the issue is the reactions that are coming from Pakistan, Simran. I can tell you, they are a result of fear psychosis. Now, the next step of ours, since you spoke about the steps, next step of ours should be to choke them economically. And the kind of statements they have given, that we'll use nuclear weapon and this, that, and the other, these statements must be very seriously taken by the international community and by the loan providers who are giving assistance to Pakistan. And there should be a method in which we should try to stop those things. I said yesterday also, the best way to fight is to hit at the place where it hurts most. Pakistan today is going through a near economic crisis. Any action of ours like this in the Indus Water Treaty, which hurts them economically, will have far-reaching effects and telling effect actually. Now that is why we should try and do some kind of international community should come to us, and we should be able to choke them financially. If the World Bank, IMF, and Asian Development Bank, if they stop their aid, even for a short duration of time, Pakistan will be on their knees. They are out of their forex reserves, very limited. Their economy is sinking. Their inflation is skyrocketing. So the issue is, it is not always necessary for you to be kinetic from the beginning itself, and we should create what would happen, that this kind of actions will shape the battlefield for the military to go and effectively fight. We have also learned that their navy is virtually, non-existent. Their submarines are, out of 5, 4 are non-ops. So that's a term which they use for the ships. So what is happening is, Indian Navy is going to play a very important role. And if we can blockade them, and if we can block their sea lines of communications, and if we can, again, it will put a pressure on Pakistan economically. The things will stop coming, the oil will stop traveling to Karachi or Gwadar or whichever other ports they have. So my take is that we should continue to go by this graduated response. We have done few actions. Days to come will unfold many more such actions, and eventually you might see either a limited or a proper offensive. Simran.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Anuj Mathur, Major General, this is how India also views now the decisions to be taken forward in the days to come very strategically, and already diplomatic decisions have been taken in place, and these are just the initial decisions that India has taken in complete resistance to let any terrorist forces enter and now again create disturbance and kill our people. Thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast. Now